game, and we've got a great one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Tennessee Titans. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Down. Dobbins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. 30, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 64 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Green 80!
50 seconds to mine.
Time to go, night. Check three.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
What? Slide 90.
57. Now watch one.
Silent.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. It's complete. Stills. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Go. Took right.
Now it's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Here's Wilson to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Jackson on first down. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Whip. Watch the whip. Check.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Jackson now. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 39.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Now Jackson on first down. Got an open man, it's Foster. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He had 2 catches in the wild card game, and he's matched that total in the first quarter here in this one. And a first down as well. First down, Dobbins, and only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Sheldon Richardson on the stop. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Dolphins 7, Titans nothing.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. From the gun, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The kick by McManus is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that drive began at their own 3. They wind up getting 3 out of it.
And to me, the mentality to begin the drive, that was probably the key to everything. Let's just make sure we take care of the football, give ourselves some room, and maybe punt it away. Instead, it started at the 3, and it ended with 3 points.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
At the 41-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Wilson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Over 30 yards there, and first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, second and goal. Here's Wilson. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Mike Williams there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On second down now, Dobbins, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Jackson now off the bootleg. This is caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good pickup there, a 22.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great play there. with his second touchdown here in this first half. But the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Now McManus for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Dolphins 17, Titans 7. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
26-yard line.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Catch is made by Harry. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
That's good for Titans. First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, watch the leg. Check 43.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the pass.
Check 4.
Hey, alert.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And complete to Zach Ertz. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there.
25.
Mike,
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Mike, 58, right there.
I'll get him.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Wilson on the keeper. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Russell Wilson with his second touchdown here in this first half, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. With it is Jackson. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup, as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
You ain't got nothing.
Alert.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Get that quarterback at all costs.
36. Slam.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
58, come on. Watch the screen. Deeper. Watch the screen.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go, 58 is the mic.
58, boys. 58 is Mike. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the run.
They go play action with Jackson. Out to his left. He'll run it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Telvin Smith on the tackle. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Hatch it.
Play action. It's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
To throw is Wilson. Throwing on 3rd and long. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right? And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better. Got it.
50 seconds, come on.
To throw again, Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. On 3rd down, Wilson. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
58, boys, 58.
From the gun, Wilson. And he's going to go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
51 to Mike, 51.
Throwing is Wilson. That's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. N'Keal Harry there to make the grab, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
They're on 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tilvin Smith able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Here's Jackson. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
And it really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defense,
yeah, what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Wilson operating from the gun. James has got it, complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 37-yard line. Dixon running from the shotgun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles? Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Kenny Stills there to make the grab, and the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Touchdown, Titans. Josh Lambo
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
well,
something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now this throw caught left side. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Open man here is Foster. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On second down, Eckler. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. Fourth down, here's Jackson. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Jackson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
Mike, 58. Let's go double count right here. Double count. 22, jet, Palmer. 22, jet, Palmer.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Again, it's Kamara. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Brings up 3rd and 3.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Check 15.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Hey, 0.
Wilson now. From the gun, he'll throw. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Kamara trying again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Check 31.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
The Dolphins take over.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Jackson. To throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Frank Clark picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side. And now they face what they don't